Minecraft, Pumpkinhead. Various people suggest that I wear pumpkins on my head so that I don't have to worry about accidentally looking at Endermen, and while that is true, the Enderman won't see you. At the same time, wearing a pumpkin on your head makes it very difficult for you to see as well, and so I don't really like doing that. This is episode 15 of Brian playing the Vinyl Fantasy 1.1.1 custom map. It's very easy to accidentally say Final Fantasy. And in today's episode, it's a little bit of a shorter episode. We are just going to be bridging our way over to the big tree. And yeah, I couldn't decide what I wanted to do with this episode, and so I made it short. There's a bunch of cuts. It's basically just kind of lighting and bridging out to a new area and occasionally killing some bad guys. I did manage to stay alive the whole time. I couldn't decide. I want to get you guys' opinions. Do you want to see all of this? Do you want to just have it fast forward or cuts or a montage? Should I just eliminate this entirely and wait until I get to a new area in order to kind of start recording again? Because basically we're going to have, I don't know, 8 new areas that we're going to have to go to after this one. And so, yeah, let me know what you think. In any case, I just cut this up into kind of short clips and some extended bits. And yes, we're just going to be bridging over to the big tree. Next episode, I think, will be more exciting. Let's go ahead and get started. I've talked long enough. Hello, and welcome back to Vinyl Fantasy. Many people have pointed out a number of times that if I want an infinite food source, I could have one right here by virtue of fishing. I almost never go fishing in Minecraft, and so I always forget about it, and I'm not sure if that's actually floating in the water, and so I'm not sure if I can actually catch a fish here. But I will experiment with this a little bit. Unfortunately, this will give me uncooked fish, and then if I want cooked fish, I will either have to use some wood or some coal, both of which still are not renewable resources. Or I could just eat the uncooked fish, which will, I think it only gives you back 1 food bar, but at the same time at least it doesn't give you the hunger like the zombie flesh. And so this is one possible renewable resource, but I'm not sure if I'm doing it right, and I think it may be boring. Okay, this time it's bobbing up and down. This time I think I'll be able to catch a fish. So I'm going to try to do at least one. Aha! Oh. And then I missed the fish. Hooray! I got a fish. All right, raw fish. Yum, yum, yum. I'm even going to eat it right now, just so I can say that I've eaten raw fish. Hooray! Delicious sushi. Okay. In any case, what I think I want to do next is, last time we didn't finish lighting up the entire island over there, but I'm not really in the mood to do that. Instead, I am in the mood to try to bridge to a new area. And so you'll recall that we have kind of a bridge partway out to the islands. Hello, zombie. Where did you come from? Apparently there's some darkness somewhere over here. And I should be practicing my critical hits. And more delicious zombie flesh. Yeah, I don't immediately see where it's dark enough that that zombie could have spawned, so that's a little unfortunate. Maybe here? I don't know. In any case, you'll recall... Oh, there's a creeper up here, too. Alright, apparently I've not done a good job at all kind of lighting these islands. I'm only carrying a few arrows. But in the case of a creeper, I think it's probably worth it. I'm not sure if I knocked him off, or if I just knocked him so he's like sitting over the side and he's about to come right back, like that. Yep, okay. Well, at least I already weakened him, so I was able to kill him in a couple of shots. Whoa, and there's a hole in the earth over here that I never noticed. Alright, yes, I did a very slack job, apparently, when I was retaking these islands for the cause. And I think we're well lit enough over here. In any case, I have kind of these islands that get me over to under the Jukebox Monument. But you'll recall that things kind of... I should put some more light down here, too. Sorry, this is already very disjointed. In any case, I want to continue lighting things up over towards these 3 areas. And so that's what I intend to try to do today. And I think it'll probably be going kind of slow, and I haven't done much kind of montage stuff lately. This is going to be rough. It looks like there's a lot of enemies over there, and I'm not sure. I'm also worried about getting within range of these gas spawners. Although I think I can still get quite a ways closer before I will get into range of those. Yuck. This is not going to be pleasant. Gee. Hooray! Okay, this will probably be exciting, and quite possibly deadly. But I think rather than take a cautious approach and use a water bucket or any stuff like that, I am just going to give myself the hunger for no good reason, to make sure that I have all of my food bars. Okay, I guess it's kind of a good reason. I'm going to kill off one more zombie down here, and then I'm just going to jump down and see what happens. And I even only have 7 torches, but Geronimo! Alright, got a zombie over here, a whole bunch of bad guys over here. Spiders will be able to climb up to me. Got a crazy cave noise that suggests who knows what. But yeah, I am fortunate that... Oops, I hear a skeleton. Still haven't seen where he is. It was mostly zombies kind of left on this island. I'm really worried about the skeleton finally finding me. Alright, and so we've made much progress to take another island, but I still need a staircase back. Okay, so over here, I have not figured out where is the next place that I can kind of go down, but... Oops, there's an Enderman down there. I need to be careful. Yeah, it looks like over here somewhere... Oh, I see a skeleton kind of creeping up on me, too. Yuck. I still haven't figured out, like, how I get down to the next area. Oops. But it's going to be figured out for me if I'm not careful. Let's try not to look at this Enderman, but yes, to kill the skeleton. If possible. Oops. I just hit a creeper who's down there. Yuck. I don't see this working out well for me. But at the same time, I do think this is where I need to go. Oh dear. This is terrifying. More arrows being fired at me. Oh yeah, we're definitely getting over to another island over here. And there is the skeleton. Let's try to at least take him out. There he is. Bye-bye. Oops. I thought he just shot a zombie, but the zombie doesn't seem to want to go after him. I don't know why that is. Yuck. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Oh, wow. And the enemies are finding their way up here. There are so many Endermen. There's got to be another Enderman spawner somewhere around here that I'm going to have to locate and destroy with a catchphrase if I can. Unfortunately, I think there's like a creeper right below me right now. Oh, he's like fallen down into a pit. This is really yucky. And then in the meantime, there's all these gas spawners hanging in the sky. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Alright, there's a fair chance I'm going to die over here, but we got to do this for the cause. Okay, the creepers, I think, cannot see me through vines. Just trying to add some light, trying not to look at the Enderman. And I guess I just got to find kind of another way for me to step down over here, kind of as far from the enemies as I can. I'm really not sure what I'm about to get into over here. Yeah. And there's the creeper. Let's go ahead and get rid of him. There's an Enderman down there too. Yikes. Why don't I close that bit up? Since it is not helping the cause. And Mr. Enderman, would you please just get out of the way? I'm trying to kill a zombie over here. I still have not found where the Enderman spawner is. Oh gosh. I'm so going to look at one of these in just a moment, and then I'm going to get owned. Or a skeleton or a creeper is going to surprise me. Okay, I'm out of torches. Now let's see if I can find a way back up. Okay, and so I basically just made some progress down there. It looks like that will kind of continue over to the big tree. which I guess is where you have to go first before you can then branch off either to this sand area or to this crazy spaceship and pedestals area. But yep, I'm going to need more supplies, and so I'm going to go grab them and see you guys in a little bit. Okay, and we've reached another sign after coming down here, which says, "I guess wood is no longer a problem. You're welcome." But all I see are 2 pieces of wood and another leaf. And I suppose that leaf block might yield me a sapling, if I happen to be really, really lucky. But perhaps they're just talking about the fact that I'm getting over near the big tree. I'm really worried about all these gas spawners, because at some point, I guess I might be far enough below them now that I'm not going to be in range. Really not sure how that works out. I guess if the point was to discourage me from bridging over from the Victory Monument, then it could make sense that I'm out of range over here. But I'm really curious about these wood blocks, and so I am going to see what happens. Okay, I've waited a long time and this leaf block hasn't decayed. I think possibly it is a placed leaf block that won't decay unless you punch it, so rats, no sapling. Continuing on, because I can see there's another island over here, and so I guess that's the next place I need to... Oops, and there's a skeleton jumping down the island at me. Try to bridge to, and still stay outside the reach of these gas spawners. And so, is there another way? Yeah, this actually, I can bridge down a bit more on this island. The next sign says, "Trust me, I've tried burning it down, it doesn't help." I presume referring to the big tree, and perhaps suggestive of the fact that there will be many monsters over there. I don't know. I'm starting to get back into the range to where I can hear some zombies, and I think I see a creeper hopping around over there. Once again, I'm going to break this down in the case that I might happen to get lucky and get a sapling. This time I won't wait for it to decay. Sorry, sign. It's been nice knowing you. I'm going to break this down first. And now, for the moment of truth. Do I get a sapling? No, of course not. Oh dear. But we are almost getting over there. Unfortunately, I'm out of torches again, and so I will be back. Okay, we've reached another sign. I used to like these island segways, as sort of ... Yet another ellipsis, and so hopefully in the near future I will be able to read the rest of it. Skeletons must be dealt with. Don't know if you can see them, I can barely see them. Alright. And hopefully we can finally bridge over to the area marker. Next sign, a developer's commentary. Notice much? I already forgot the previous sign, and so at this point, even if that continued on to be the completion of a sentence, I wouldn't know it. Alright, I only have 1 torch left with which to try to light up the best part of this island that I can. And so I guess I have a light on that side and that side, and so I guess I'll place one of the torches over here and hope for the best. And let's see if we can read the area marker over here, because that would be nice. It reads, area FFFUU big tree. Spoiler, area markers make nice bed spawns. Oh, alright. That actually sounds reasonable. Doesn't seem like there's any bad guys over here. And so this might be a good place to set up another base as we try to head up into the big tree. I am so low down near the bedrock at this point that the kind of fog distance is kicked in, and so I can't really see what's going on at all over here. But I will definitely need to come back with supplies, and I guess I'll try to bring over a supply chest. Ooh, we get one more chance. Let's go ahead and take it to see if we're going to get a sapling out of this tree. This one leaf block that's sitting here. Oops, I just knocked out that torch. Let's put that torch back. Drum roll, please. Will we get a sapling? Da-la-la-la-la-la. No, of course not. Alright, it's always worth a shot. I will go back to the base, get some stuff, and hopefully see you guys in the near future. I like to use these island segues as a sort of developer commentary. Okay, now it all runs together, and I forgot to take down this one. And so once again, let's see if I happen to get lucky and get a sapling. And this time I'm just going to bust it up and drop the sign, and nope, I did not get another sapling. How sad. In any case, the good news is we are below the gas spawners, and they're not spawning, and so we're far enough below them that that's not a threat. The big tree does look pretty cool over here, and I can see a little bit more of kind of these other areas off to the side, kind of on the horizon. And so this will be exciting. Alright, I gotta go back and resupply, and then we'll head over to a new area. Okay, time to fill up my inventory with a bunch of stuff so I can go make a base. Okay, and so I have created a base. I have offloaded most of my stuff. I have slept in a bed. And this little base is kind of right in front of the next area marker that leads us up to the big tree, and so we are ready to continue.